Hi, I'm Graham. I'm back with one of our contestants for Mr. Price and Bear 2021. This is Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are you today?
Yeah, awesome. Um, kind of tired. It's been a long journey today, but I'm feeling good.
You look somewhere rather special, I must say, with your silver goblet and white leather behind you.
Um, yeah, I'm on our boat. This is where we live. The goblet is metal because I'm not the best driver in the world. And so glass things don't last for very long. So yeah. But yeah, this is home sweet home. We live aboard a yacht in the marina.
Brilliant. And when's the house party? The base pop.
I think sometime after the 19th.
Funny enough, I'm really free after the 9th. Actually, after can we make it after the 25th, after Bear Weekend? Because I'm
Yeah, that would
really
be
free
great.
after that. I'm available. Because I've seen in your Facebook page, there's this kind of blue line that goes out from the marina. And I was kind of thinking, you haven't been swimming, have you? You must be on a boat.
No, that was the boat. That was the boat. So that was my friend Georgie was visiting, and I forgot how long it takes to get to the wind farm from here. And I was like, let's go around the wind farm. And she was like, yay, let's go around the wind farm. And we got like halfway there and then we gave up and came back because the tide was getting too low and it
Right.
was kind of come back then or
I,
spend
I
the entire
kind
night.
I kind of fancy going to the wind farm, but I kind of appreciate that once you get there, there's probably not much to see.
Oh no, it's amazing. It's
There is
it's
that.
absolutely amazing. Yeah. So on my first lesson, like actually sailing, oh well, people in boats with sails get a bit narky about you calling it sailing, because we're a powerboat, but yeah, I don't know any other good word for it. And they say, if it's powerboat, it's not sailing, it's cruising. And I go, cruising doesn't mean anything you do on a boat normally. So I'm just going to keep calling it sailing. So on my first lesson, we went out to the wind farm, and it's magnificent. It really is. It's vast. You can't tell it from the shore, but when you get out there, it's absolutely massive. It stretches the whole way from Brighton city centre to Worthing. It's huge, like due south of it.
We
So
have,
yeah.
we have to go. How many bears can you get on your boat?
um, it depends on how long. If they were gonna sleep here, we've kind of got space enough for six probably to sleep. Um, if you're kind of standing room only, depending on the girth of the bear, you could get a good 10-12 people on here, I reckon.
Fantastic. We must sort that out.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be great. Although if we're actually going anywhere, it means I have to stay sober.
Oh, well, we'll just pretend.
I mean, the most recent time we got back, I did manage to mont the pontoon and nearly skewer a neighbour stone cold sober. So I think drinking would just be.
We just have
um,
cutouts of the windmills and put them up there and just stay in the marina.
holograms or something like they had on the Brit Awards. Like, yeah, we haven't actually got any dancers, but here's some holograms.
We can move the windmills further down the jetty as the day goes on.
Actually, I think I kind of have a supplier in mind because there's a souvenir shop that does those little ones you stick in sandcastles.
Oh, there you go.
So just that big magnifying glass.
Yeah.
We're kind of there. We're there already, except it's more colourful and pretty. So,
and you do like color, don't you? I looked at your photographs and I remember at the time you looked like a certain music video.
Which one?
What is it again? It's I'm sexy and I know it.
Oh yes, I love that song. I there's no modest way to answer that, really, is there? Like I'm just trying to find something to say that's yeah. Of course, I fucking. So it's like,
Just
obviously, And so yeah, I do like colors, which is kind of odd because I was a goth for most of my life, like 10-15 years of my life. But I just found that you can do so much more to express things with a slightly more varied palette than black and red. So
Brilliant. And going back to cruising, aren't you a married man?
I am married, yes, for some years, 5 years in a couple of months, actually, 5 years in September. So yeah, my husband's Carol. We met online through an app, as because I mean, why else? And we kind of met for a one night thing, and within about 6 hours we were a night. So yeah, it was kind of just, I don't know. I always figure when you know, right? I mean, we were engaged. That was September. I think we were engaged before Halloween. So
Wow.
it was pretty.
But it must have worked because you're still together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes I think he might kill me, but apart from that, it's all wrong. Really right.
Are you newish in Brighton? Because I haven't really seen you around.
I am. We basically ran away from London because we were having problems with homophobia.
Really?
And yeah, and that was where I come from originally. And I'd never really expected it, but yeah, like a couple of years ago, it started to get really bad where we lived, which was just north of Brixton, Stockwell.
Yeah.
And that was in Lambeth, which is actually the gayest borough in London by kind of percentage of population. So it was really unexpected. And then so I started like, and then one time it was like literally right on our doorstep. And so it was like, okay, that's on my doorstep. I probably need a new doorstep. So I started looking online and I was like, okay, where's hate crime lowest in London? Which of course is Richmond. But that's the only thing that's low in Richmond. The prices of everything are insane. And so I was kind of looking at houses and not feeling that great about looking at flats and stuff like that. And then I was just like, everything's really expensive. So I sorted by price. And of course, the cheapest properties in Richmond, same as in Brighton, are boats. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a cool idea. And it kind of evolved through, oh, we'll get a canal boat in London. And then it was like more of a, maybe Brighton would be better, because especially like my office had closed down years before. And so my boss's office was in Haywards Heath. So it really made no difference if I was in London or Brighton. And so it kind of evolved to then those kind of floating apartment things that you see. And then it was like, let's just get a real boat. And then we literally saw Solon's Treasure, our boat, the week before my flat sale went through. So we came back the next weekend and we bought her.
Wow.
And so yeah. But yeah, so I'm pretty new. That was December 2019. And we were going to spend the whole of 2020 exploring.
Yes. Yeah. Something happened, didn't it? What was it again?
There was a thing. Some idiot sneezed on a bat or something like that. And so yeah. So yeah, that kind of didn't happen. And so now we've really just so we went to the Bulldog for the first time ever the other day. We've been to like bars 3 times since we've been here. So yeah, still very much at the early part of our kind of Brighton integration, assimilation, whatever. We're
locked down on the boat.
Kind of, so, depending on which lockdown. So for the first lockdown, so when we bought her, we got her for less than she's worth because she needed some work doing. And so we sorted out a bit of money, but part of the work was having the hull repainted, because the seaweed kind of slows you down, makes you burn too much diesel, and also can actually damage your hull integrity with enough time. Sorry, my throat's getting kind of dry. And so she had to come out of the water. So we got her taken out of the water, and we went to go and spend 10 days at my mom's. And we got back 2.5 months later, because we went down to my mom's the day before Mother's Day for 10 days. And so, yeah, the boatyard here got locked down, so you couldn't launch boats at all. So there was no way for us to come back. But then the other lockdowns we've spent here, yeah. But that's fine. I can't think of a better place to be locked down, really.
Well, looking at the weather at the moment, it's blue skies and sunshine. It's no better place to be, really. It's like being on holiday every day, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we're on annual leave at the moment for a couple of weeks, because I thought, excuse me, I was like, okay, we literally live right next to the beach. We live in a holiday resort. So actually all we need to do for a summer holiday is just book some time off. And that's it. And we're already there. So that's exactly the kind of super lazy summer holiday that appealed to me. So yeah, that's kind of what we did. So yeah, we just got back from London today, and we're going to spend a few days on the beach toasting our cheeks.
I don't blame you, because let's face it, who wants to be flying this summer? I think it does sound like a great time to be had. We're luckily being sponsored by bear107.com this year, and their top prize for person who comes first is £150 gift vouchers. What would you want to be buying?
Probably do with a bit of a wardrobe extension, so I would probably be looking in that department.
Clothes, so that's good.
They do. I've had a look at their website, actually. Well, their website, their section on Etsy, and so yeah, I think I would be treating myself to some new kicks.
So what do you do for a living?
I am a risk and compliance manager for a financial services outsourcing company. So that mainly means I read a very large amount of law and regulation so that other people don't need to, because that's what it does to them, literally that thing you're doing. Yeah. And I manage our risk management database. So I mean, I'm probably going to be replaced by an artificial intelligence in the next 5 years. But for now, because it's a job where all you need to do is know stuff, and machines are better at knowing stuff and remembering stuff than humans. You just need to get the interface right. So, but that's the truth that's the truth for most knowledge-based work anyway. Like the AI disruption is going to be as significant as industrialization was. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'll shuffle off and do something else. I'll do boat tours, I guess. Except that I'll probably have an AI driving the boat. So I will just own the boat that people go on tours for and collect the money, while the AI plots to kill me so that it can keep the money. I don't know what an AI would want the money for, though, to be honest.
Can you tell Alexa to go cruising?
Alexa, go cruising.
I think you're asking about Go Crazy. Would you like to know more about that?
Oh, well. No, thank you. Okay, mine didn't even answer. That's kind of creepy. Did you hear the thing?
This has a lot about
Apparently,
it, doesn't it?
yeah.
So looking at your Facebook, there was something on there about you lifted 250 kilos.
That's total over the workout.
Oh.
So hang
How
on.
does it even-
No, not yet. I'm still really in quite bad shape after the gym's being closed for so long. So hang on, I'll get you a figure. Progress workouts. So on my most recent workout, I lifted 8,000 kilograms. The one before that was 6,200. The one before that was 7,500 kilograms. 7,500 kilograms. But that's everything put together over the whole workout. That's not like, but it's quite cute in the app. It can be like, I lifted the weight of 2 elephants today, or whatever, and that's kind of it's quite motivational. Except then it's a picture of a really tiny elephant.
There's that report about the smallest cow in the world in India at the moment, but that's something totally different.
Okay, how small is the cow?
I don't know actually. It's very tiny.
Like a hamster.
No, I think it's quite a hamster size. I'd have to bear with. We'll come back.
Yeah. Okay.
61 centimeters.
That's a very tiny cow.
Yeah.
That's an extremely tiny cow. Oh, it's kind of round. It's
Yeah.
like it kind of wants to be a full-size cow, but it's just not.
Yeah.
It looks slightly uncomfortable, poor thing.
We slightly digress.
Yeah. But I mean, if that guy can lift one, so at least he on his app it'll be like, I lifted the weight of a cow today, because he actually literally did that.
You did.
So,
doesn't sound so impressive now, does it? Yeah. So have you got your outfit sorted for the competition?
I have many ideas. I need to narrow them down a bit. I used quite a few ideas on the photos that we sent through, including the pink, which was like actually my #1 idea, but I didn't have any other ideas when I was taking the photos. So I used up the pink. So I managed to find a few bits at my mom's when we were there that have come back with me.
Nudity is allowed.
Okay, good. That's a really cheap outfit.
So have you picked your color for your nails for the occasion?
There will probably need to be multiple colors of nails. So I will bring a bottle of nail varnish remover with me and be kind of doing a slow repaint. Yeah.
What color you got today? Is it silver, white?
I actually picked most of it off because I was on the train. But it's kind of it's this kind of turquoise. It looks like I nicked the paint that they use for all the railings along the beach, with a layer of kind of shimmery stuff over the top, which doesn't look that great. But then, like, if you have 2 nails, and yeah, you can see the difference. Probably not enough to actually spend money on it, but you can see the difference.
So this is the wonderful Jamie. He can take you cruising, he can do your nails, you can see him dressed up in his mum's outfits, and he can also train your Alexa, which is something else we all want probably. So do vote for him on www.brightonbearweekend.com. You know what to do, go on there, click, but only once though. And you can vote in person in Dorset Gardens and at the Amsterdam on the 23rd of July, which is very soon. Probably when this goes out, it's probably next weekend. And if it's not, then yeah, you get the idea by now. You watched some of these videos already. So I'll leave the last word. I mean, I should leave the last word with the wonderful Jamie.
I look forward to seeing you all Brighton Bear Weekend, and of course I look forward to cheering on whoever wins.
That could be you.
It could be me, but it won't. So yeah. Thank you for listening to me.
Bye bye all. Thanks. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.